All right, everybody, welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're going across the pond,
Ooh, across the pond.
UK travel.
I love it.
We found this really cool episode of Travel Talk,
Okay.
and it is just chock full of tips for visiting the UK.
Awesome.
So we're going to dive deep into this episode.
I love it.
And by the end of this, you should be able to plan your own trip.
Yes.
And we're going to look at some things that are beyond just the typical tourist traps.
Ooh, I like that.
So one of the first things that this episode talks about is the visa process.
Okay.
And they say it's really important to start this early.
Yeah, for sure.
Apparently, you can apply up to 9 months in advance.
Wow.
So that's
That's a lot of time.
a lot of time to get that taken care of.
Yeah.
And this is probably something that a lot of people don't think about right away.
You would just assume
Yeah.
you could get over there, but
Yeah, you just book your trip and then you go.
right.
But no, you got to think about this visa.
Yeah.
And they specifically mentioned that you need bank statements.
Oh.
You need a detailed travel plan
Okay.
and a return ticket.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So they know that you're coming back.
Yeah, you're not trying to sneak in and
Right.
stay there.
And it takes about 3 weeks to process.
Gotcha.
So you got to plan ahead.
Definitely plan ahead.
Yeah, so you don't want to be stuck
Yeah.
not being able to get over there.
Right.
So once you get over there,
Yeah.
you got to think about budgeting.
Okay. Yes.
How much is this going to cost me?
Right.
And this episode gave a really good daily expense range for London,
Okay.
50 to 100 pounds.
Okay, so it's not super
Yeah.
expensive?
No, it's not bad.
Right.
Especially if you think about like converting it to US dollars.
Yeah.
So, 10 to 20 pounds for food per day.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
5 to 10 pounds for transportation.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
could do it fairly inexpensively if you're smart about it.
Yeah, and then that leaves you some extra money to go do all the fun things
Right, exactly.
that you want to do.
Yeah.
Um, and then they mentioned this thing called the Oyster card.
What is that?
It's like a magic little card that you can use on the tube.
Oh, cool.
All the buses, all the trains
Oh, wow.
in London, and you just tap it and go.
So you don't have to worry about like
Right.
buying individual tickets or
Right.
figuring out the fare.
Which is really nice because who wants to be fumbling around?
Yeah,
Better-
especially if you're in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
And if you want to go outside of London,
Okay.
they recommend National Express coaches
Oh,
or trains.
all right.
So that's how you get around in the UK.
Awesome.
Now we got to talk about the big thing, the things that you got to see.
Yes, the bucket list
Right.
items.
Yeah, so they mentioned the classics, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, London Eye.
Of course, yeah.
Got to do those.
They gotta see those.
But then they also mentioned Stonehenge.
Oh, yeah. Which is so cool.
That would be amazing
Yeah.
to see in person.
I would love to see that.
And then almost like a little whisper at the end, they said,
Okay.
you got to see the beauty of Scotland.
Yes.
So they're telling us that we got to go north
Yes, go north.
and check that out too.
And check that out. So
Yeah.
so that was a lot of information
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
about the UK.
We talked about visas.
Yes.
We talked about budgeting.
Yes.
We talked about transportation.
Yes.
And we talked about some of the iconic landmarks.
Yes, and some of the more like kind of hidden gems.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we've laid the groundwork for you.
Right.
Now I want to pass the question off to you, the listener.
Okay.
So what is it about UK culture or history
Yeah.
that you would want to experience?
Yeah.
Do you want to go see a Shakespearean play at the Globe Theatre?
Oh, that's a good one.
Or like,
Do you want to go hike through the Scottish Highlands?
yeah, I was going to say like
Yeah.
some sort of nature out in the UK. That'd be beautiful.
Do you want to go check out like the music scene?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's another good one.
the Beatles and all that.
Yeah, there's so much history there.
Yeah, so think about it.
Yeah.
What calls to you?
Yeah.
What really resonates with you?
What are you interested in?
And I think that's what's so cool about the UK.
Yeah,
There's something for everyone.
exactly.
So keep exploring, keep dreaming, and we will catch you on our next deep dive.